Hi, I'm Hugh Brooks. I'm the weather forecaster for the competitions. I start the whole process off. I've got to do this in quite a lot of detail. I'm thinking about cloud bases, what sort of cloud, how strong the thermals are, and things like that. And then I collect all my information together. I make a cross-section of the weather, the day's weather, and eventually I would present that at the briefing for all the pilots. The cross-section of the weather is basically a time on the horizontal, shall we say, throughout the day and also in the vertical. So I can represent clouds, the height of the cloud, where they are during the day. In other words, it will go from, say, 10 o'clock in the morning until about, say, 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening. And also it will go from the surface up to, say, 10,000 feet. And in that area, I can then position the clouds, where they are, what they're doing, what the base is, and what the thermal strengths are. There is a particular diagram I use, which is called a tephigram. Now, I don't want to get so technical on this, but I can learn a lot from this. I can learn thermal strengths and cloud bases from it, and I will use this very, very often. I looked at it this morning, and the first thing I thought about was the upper cloud. There's a lot of cloud above 10,000 feet. Now, if you have lots and lots of cloud, you don't get any heating from the sun, or very little, and you need that to produce the thermals. So my first thoughts would be the thermals are going to be quite weak today. And then I thought, okay, what sort of cloud structure are we going to get? And then I'd use this magic T5gram, which I talked about before, to see what sort of cloud base I'd get and the distribution of thermals and cumulus clouds. There's no substitute for actually getting out there and learning from your own experience. In other words, if you are flying, when you're flying, think about why the glider is doing what it is and where you are in relation to the clouds. It's a lot of experience is required, really. So yeah, it's not an easy subject, I realise that, but the more experience you have, the better it becomes.